Hello, movie people. Welcome to a new episode of the CineGuy. I'm your host, Steven Angulo. Let's talk film. Well, folks, we finally have it. The most dysfunctional movie of 2020. I mean, this movie made the Joker seem sane. And you'll see why. That being said, this movie is rather tragic as it showcases the rise and fall of such an unlikely person. And that is the true history of the Kelly gang, which is about notorious outlaw Ned Kelly as we progress through his life when he becomes a troubled child all the way to the most dangerous, psychotic outlaw Australia has ever seen. Now, this movie is directed by Justin Kurzel, who is known for directing Macbeth and that Assassin's Creed movie that nobody talks about. So we can see that he has his own form of style when it comes to filmmaking. Like, the films are very dark and often portray like a gloomy environment. Like, there's barely any sunlight here. In a way, it can make you feel cold. You don't get what I mean? How about this? Picture yourself walking in the woods, outside, walking in the woods, and it's cold. It's very chilly and foggy. The sun is out, but it's being covered by gray clouds. So you just walk in there, you're freezing, you're chilling, and you have no idea where else to go because you're in the middle of the woods. That's what it feels like to watch this movie. I felt so cold because the environment was snowy, foggy, or just plain grizzly. It was so gloomy. I was not surprised that the main character has such a tragic life. It's the kind of environment that you will see in like a Middle Ages movie, medieval times, knights, fantasy, dragons. Kind of like the Lord of the Rings. It had the same similar tone, only like the sun was out, but it still felt kind of dark. And that being said, this film perfectly reflects the story of Ned Kelly because it is not a very pleasant one. So his life begins the same way any psychopath's life will begin. He grows up in a very poor family with a dysfunctional mother and a careless father. I mean, this woman is insane. Like, after saving a rich kid from drowning, Ned is offered, to go to a private school. It'll be free of charge, and he can stay and live with the rich people. What does his mother do? Ned, you ain't gonna take my boy from me. Instead, I'm gonna sell him to this outlaw, played by Russell Crowe, and he's gonna make him a man. Yes, he made him a man into a vicious, bloodthirsty murderer. Like, that is no child that anyone deserves, and his adult is no different. He's like busy fighting, he's leading a gang of cross-dressing thieves, and this guy is deranged. Like, he's always screaming or hitting stuff, and oh my gosh, it's just so uncomfortable just to bear with him. I mean, I guess in a Western setting, it kind of makes sense, but I don't know, they really, really, really dived into psychological disturbance that Ned was going through in this entire movie. Now, I will say this film is in fact a tragedy. None of this should have happened, especially for Ned. If he had gone to the school, and he would have grown to be a gentleman. Instead, he's a monster, and that's pretty much the reason why, he didn't really live a long life. Ned Kelly was hanged at a very young age, probably around the rise of his gang and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's a tragedy. I mean, this could have been avoided so easily. Now, every great movie has to have a great antagonist, right? This movie could have had one in Nicholas Hoult. He plays Constable Fitzpatrick, who is the one that hunts down the Kelly gang. Only the guy I saw was okay, he tries to make an acquaintance of Ned. Then he's like, hey, Ned, if you let me marry your sister, I will talk to the judge to give you a pardon in your crime. So that sound. He does marry the sister. No pardon is there. Instead, he arrests Ned's mother and threatens his young wife and baby son. So, okay, sounds kind of evil right there. But here's the thing, we're talking about Ned Kelly, this guy's already his own villain. So how am I supposed to cheer for him when I can't even cheer for technically the good guy? I hate the good guy as much as I hate Ned. Like, here's the thing. This movie could have had the ultimate Valjean versus Javert, or, outlaw versus lawman, like, antagonism going on there. But no, they throw it all away. I mean, Ned easily kills Fitzpatrick. So, like, what a waste opportunity. It could have been like the ultimate, like, yin and yang. Fitzpatrick could have been like the good, while Ned is the bad. But all I see is a double-sided coin where it's, crooked and messed up on both sides. So yeah, I can't see myself cheering for Ned Kelly. This guy is, he's psychotic. Like, no. I mean, plenty of movies have you cheering for, like, technically the bad guys. Like Joker, Pirates of the Caribbean, and all that stuff. But because they're likable, Ned, I don't want to, like, be, like, 100 feet near him. He's just too deranged and psychotic. So overall, it's an interesting biopic and I guess you can call it an art film because of the tone and the cinematography. The acting is incredible. Everyone plays their role really well. And let me just say, the one scene that really stands out was that final showdown between Ned Kelly and the lawman. Like, they look like phantoms just, firing at the gang. And Ned just comes out wearing, like, his iron armor and just starts shooting at them, screaming, "Come on, come get me!" I mean, that looks cool. I'll give them that. But everything else, like, I guess it is what it is. They did something that they wanted to do, and that's what we got. Alright, so my final rating is 6.6 dresses out of 10 armor. The choice is yours if you want to watch this movie. If you're into those kind of, like, dark art films, and they're kind of like westerns, then might as well give this a check out. If not, then you might as well check out George McKay in 1917. He was incredible in that one. As for Nicholas Hoult, you may want to wait because Tolkien did not do so well. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did, subscribe and join the crew, and I'll see you next time for another awesome review. Also be sure to follow the Instagram at CineGuy for more fun reviews. That's at CineGuy. I posted my Willoughby's review, which is a lot of fun. Do check it out. Alright, until next time, this is Steven Angulo signing off. That's a wrap.